Okay, welcome again. We are now on to Act 8, so enjoy.
What is it? Good to see you in San once again. I wish that we could be greeting under fairer skies, yet this city remains clouded in strife. Lunaris, eternal goddess of the moon, and her sister Solaris of the sun, have risen to reclaim what was once their own. Siblings equal in strength, mighty twin rivers converging, sweeping all before them. We are cornered animals, awaiting the deluge that will surely drown us. Yet there exists a pair of ancient treasures, the sun orb and the moon orb. They are our hope, our desperation.
Good to see you still soldiering on. With all these gods and past horrors wandering around San, I don't assume anyone's alive and kicking these days.
Dodry Darktongue is the insidious infection that threatens to make septic the great and terrible wound that is San. However, any certainty that I had as to her exact whereabouts has been sundered by the sheer stench of her presence. We shall have to deduce her location from those who know the area best. These locals that cling to San like hungry maggots.
San is changing, and so are we who live here. There, Tolman. Don't you worry. I love you. I'll think of something.
Right, okay. Thought of something exciting. Why not we try doing the Merciless Lab many levels above us. Who knows? I did it last time. Oh, blooming hell. I'm just getting my laptop next to me so I know the layout. So organised. Right, but to be honest, I don't think I'll have any sort of trouble. This character is built to be a lab runner at this point. I have so much life regen, I cannot see how I can possibly die. Oh, I've got the unbreathing queen as well. Okay, so Merc Lab. So Argus is here. So basically, this gives me an opportunity to show you what one of the potential end games is for a lot of you. Uber Lab is going to be difficult for almost everybody that's going to be watching this video, but Mercer's Lab isn't that bad. It still has very good rewards, and Exile himself can drop, was it level 70 items, like 2 above this, so you should be able to get almost everything in the game as a drop. I don't know what the eye level of the chests are though. They might just still be 68, but who knows, they might have more. Regardless though, Merciless Lab is very rewarding as well. And what we're going to do, and it's not a bad layout today. So we've got an Argus, we've got 3 Dark Shrines, 2 Gauntlets, and a puzzle apparently. So yeah, let's go find Argus. That's the big doggo. To an extent, Argus is actually worse than Uzaro. He's pretty tough. I mean, the damage is definitely fine. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Here's Argus.
Time to feed, my pet.
The flesh is taken by the unbreathing queen, but the hero's soul, bitter and cold, remains trapped in the Emperor's greatest trial.
You killed my poor little Argus.
Okay, so I'm feeling a lot more confident. There's still a ways to go in terms of damage, but that was actually pretty safe. I was basically tanking everything, so yeah. Also, at some point, I'll be switching over to Enduring Cry instead, which has even more regen, which is important for lab. Now there is a relic in here, but we are not going to do that because we're going to go for as many keys as possible. Since the stuff that can drop here is much better than what I can currently even wear. Another thing you'll notice is how my loot filter has now changed. So all of the purpley green ones are actually for the Chaos recipe. And that's going to be a major point in Act 9. And it's where you're going to get the vast majority of your wealth. So I got my wealth for this league, and I'm actually going to continue to do so. And so we'll do a whole lot of farming on this character for you to see. Okay, first part of Azaro. Now he is using dual swords today, which is his worst
The
form.
weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
Okay, so we have a dual socket that we can use. Let's just see if I've got something to put in here. Because I certainly do want to use it. I also want to use my twice enchanted.
A golden device, hidden by a rotting emperor, overflows with power.
Okay, so there was a resistance and life one somewhere. There we go, yeah. We're gonna put that one in. That is pretty damn nice.
Complex machinations converge to a single act of power. Be singular of purpose.
Whoa.
Goddess, what ambition! Even the grandest designs can be disproved.
Definitely need to be careful. But it is very doable. I need to try and get those endurance charges up before fighting him. So we'll wait for minions to spawn. Aside from that, it should be fine. Okay, there's a gauntlet in here, but nothing else. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's continue on. Okay, so we've got a golden door, but it's not showing any key on the map, so the key must be in here. Which is a bit weird, but alright. There we go. That was easy.
Where there's a golden key, there must be a golden door.
And there's only one door as well. Very simple layout.
Gold is the most liberating of
Oh
men.
no, there's 2 doors. Lol. Have I got the right one? I did.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. The essence of an empire must be shared equally amongst all of its citizens. To command is to act.
Right, now kill.
My mana is gone.
Empire's essence must be saved by the goddess. What
Right.
ambition! The last emperor is always the worst emperor.
This is pretty much perfect. He's got a single charge. Don't know what charge that is for, but it's a single one, so it's not going to cause us an issue. And that's it. There's another dark shrine in this place. Or I should say a dark shrine, the first one.
A locked door merely encourages curiosity. The pursuit of power can be a grotesque affair.
Oh, sweet. Brutal shrine, so we do even more damage. Sweet. And is that the right one? Yes, it is. So there's a dark shrine here as well. Even better, no traps, so a bit safer in the fight. That one, let's go in back. Do we want to get the last Dark Shrine? Yeah, probably. We got an option to use the font another time, or a unique item, or another like regen. Honestly, there's no reason not to go for all of the Dark Shrines. At least not in my opinion. I think you can also get extra keys. Basically, Dark Shrines only give you a benefit.
A locked door merely encourages curiosity.
It's a trial.
A potent little gift from our primitive past.
Yep, another key. So that's not too bad. I think this is a 5 key run, which means I can open 5 of the chests at the
An
end.
aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those promises. The Empire awaits you with open jaws. Commit to your course. The trap
A
of
golden
tyranny
device
is
hidden
inescapable.
by a rotting emperor overflows with power.
Okay, so that is why this is so good for new players. Okay. Okay, both of those were pretty meh. let's, before it crashes, just... There we go. Make sure we get it. And then what are we gonna do? We can get Unrelenting. We can get Unbreakable. We'll probably do that later on though, to be honest. This is absolutely fantastic if we have a high armor class, which is why we're going to get Brass Dome, because it's going to give us like 11,000 just from the chest piece, and then it gets scaled by the rest of the tree. Basically we have like, or we'll end up having well over 90% fizz reduction, which is a bit weird for PoE math, but essentially we want to have like more than 90%. It's capped at 90, but it's the figure that's shown isn't relatable. It doesn't actually mean what it says. But yeah, we'll get that later, and we don't need Undeniable. So it's between... Well, it's not between anything, is it? Unstoppable and Unrelenting. So... Oh, bloody hell. Increased movement speed, cannot be stunned. Cannot be slowed, essentially. I'm going to get Unrelenting. Chaos resistance is good. Even more fizz reduction. So yeah, boom. Ended up being 8 levels under, and we can still deal damage, but we're just so tanky. It's pretty ridiculous. Okay, fun stuff. Okay, so this is the Chaos Recipe tab. Oh, 1 second, let me just... Item level 70. Just gotta double check that these are the right level. Okay, all good. Okay, so you may be wondering why my loot filter suddenly changes. So, it changes because of something called the Chaos Recipe. So once you get to level 60 areas, anywhere between level 60 and 74, you can finally do the Chaos Recipe, which is putting in a rare of every type, including two rings and 2 weapons, or weapon and shield, or bow and a quiver, and you get a Chaos Orb back. And if they are unidentified, you actually get 2 Chaos Orbs back. So let me just show you. Extra belts. 1 more weapon. Okay.
I need some help.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 Chaos Orbs. Okay, and that is how you will make the majority of your money if you do it right. Well, when starting out. I started using the chaos recipe the moment I went on console because I wanted to speed up the efficiency, since there's a lots of inefficiency with consoles versus PC, and that led me on to making my own loot filter, and ever since then I've gotten so much more currency, and yeah, it's super important. Almost everybody who doesn't race to high-end mapping and stuff like that, like first person to kill Shaper and Cirrus and all of that, those will be going a completely different route. But for 95% of the people who play the game, get to end game for mapping, you will want to use the chaos recipe starting out, and you start doing that properly in Act 9, the very beginning of Act 9. And yeah, usually you wouldn't get it here in Act 8, but obviously we can. In fact, I feel so confident about Merciless Lab that I would actually do it again. So yeah, pretty good. But we are still going to continue with the rest of the act. So I'm going to put down the mic now and enjoy. Yeah.
If Sam wasn't mad enough, now we've got some whip-tongued hag cooking up a stinking curse in the sewers. Took it from her mother-in-law at first. But no, based on my meagre historical knowledge, I reckon we have a certain Dodry Darktongue to contend with. Where in blazes is she hiding? I've no idea. So, the only way we're going to catch this witch is by getting our hands, and possibly a lot more, well and truly dirty. And by we, I mean you, of course. The sewers are no place for a simple businessman like me. Do us a favour. Head into them sewers and track that old hag down. Get her to reveal herself, and put her down. Ha! Better your eyes than mine, eh?
Welcome, Omen. Oh, that was a juicy one, Exile! Off you go, little beast! Away! we will be best friends, Beast, until we slaughter you!
Why do mortals insist on burying all the fun things?
A fool tries to turn lead to gold, but a deft hand takes it by force.
Once more into the breach, and once more we return victorious. Although I have to admit, I did not relish the sensation of imbibing that foul witch's soul. I felt decidedly unclean. Still, our journey nears completion. To the north lies Highgate, and the cessation of our efforts to extract the dark ember from my dearly departed beast. And none too soon. Every hour, Katava's strength grows, and the longer he and the other gods dwell on this land, the less is humanity's chance of survival.
Okay, that's going to conclude part 1. This will probably be a 3-parter actually, because Act 8 is pretty long. Yeah, I hope you liked it, and I hope you see the reason why this is such a good starter character. Leave me a like if you're good, and any questions, write them down below. Have a good day. Bye.